It's 1,000 years before Function breaks into S1 Alpha 43 prison station and rescues Kratos and Loxodonus and finds Form missing from his cell. It's 1,000 years earlier, and today Torque is alive. Today the Oreplay exists, and inside it, you race across the Milky Way galaxy trying to leave it all behind. Hello everyone, I'm Nate, and with me is a gigantic crew. We got Function up on this. The back of the Oreplay has a little sign that says Function up in this bitch.
What did it have? It had something originally.
Weed. Something about weed.
Yeah, something about if we're rocking, don't come knocking or something.
If this ship's a rocking,
yeah, something
don't
like
come
that.
But also joining us tonight is a very special guest, a character who's going to become incredibly important in season 2. Shiva is with us. Hello, Tanisha.
Hi.
Hi. It's super nice to have you.
Super nice to be here.
So I'll go through the room. We've got Kratos is with us. CJ is here. Okay.
I didn't know if I was going to say it.
Just
You
give me
sounded
a-
like you were going to like
Did,
this.
so did you hear how Tanisha, whose very first time it is, she just did such a great job?
If I'm not mistaken, you singled her out and then said, for me, let's go around the room.
I did. I'm going to kick this ball around the room. Go.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Did you want to say something?
I've said what I needed to say.
But also with us is Kyler. Hey, Silver. How's it going, man?
I can't really hear myself. Is that a me thing?
It's a complete, like, at all? Did you turn yourself down there?
No, I actually have myself. Hang on. Hello? Yeah. Now I can hear myself. Okay, now I'm doing good.
Yeah.
That's the man. Whoa!
Okay, so we got that. Dylan is here. Usually at this point, I introduce Dylan, and then we launch into the podcast within a podcast. But
That's true.
Unfortunately, died.
We will take new ones if anybody got any recommendations.
Yeah. Any ideas on the podcast? The great moment to do this. So Dylan plays Rango. Rango is our gunslinger, but Rango also is, I guess, co-executive producer in that he runs a podcast within a podcast.
Yeah.
In our podcast.
That's true.
So any ideas for the next podcast within a podcast? We're taking submissions.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Anyways.
All right. Asking the crowd?
I'm sorry, I thought you guys had those queued up.
That was a question.
I thought we were asking the listeners.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
Are we spitballing? I guess, okay, spitball session over.
What would be a good one?
Probably like
I don't want to do any more smell-based.
Can we
If
start
we could steer away from smell-based.
Let's start like gambling.
Yeah.
How can we implement gambling?
How do you mean, bud? Like, just in general, you want to start gambling?
Well, I've already done that.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I lost a lot of money.
Joining
I need more.
Joining us tonight also is Lake Macy. Hi. And Leo. Nathan. How are you, sir?
I'm great.
Perfect. Oh, yeah.
I got to say this before we get launched. What a great season 1. That was so fun.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited because there's so many different things coming here in season 2. But let's get playing.
I'm putting it out here right now. Yeah. Not gonna cry at all. Season 2.
I doubt it.
Lies. That was some baby stuff.
Start gambling. I bet you will.
Yeah, over under 0.5.
Earth year 2667. The outer edges of Milky Way galaxy. Freya system. Unknown world. The binary stars of the Freya system are something to behold. Planetary systems orbit them in a regular and yet irregular pattern, allowing, as these things will over time, for only a few planets. But they are stunning from a celestial perspective, and this odd green beauty that you now orbit is teeming with life as well, which is also not unusual. What is unusual, though, is that Forma has asked you 5 to wake from stasis. There's been a very unusual signature emanating from this planet in the Freya system. You land in Fighter Alpha on this dense jungle-covered world, and after a 3-day exploration, you have finally determined that the signal is emanating from inside a very overgrown and self-contained maze situated deep in the forest. The maze is artificial, but also organic, carving neat paths through the tangle of trees. Rising high above the canopy of the jungle, an obsidian statue of a wizard rises at one end of the maze. You can see the Colossus rising between small peaks of sky in the trees above you, and for a moment, you're dizzy, and you feel a pull from the statue stronger than anything you have felt in your life. You are drawn to it, and in a flash, it's gone, and you stand at the door of this ominous place in the warmth of the dappled light from the 2 beautiful stars. Their light is warm, but you feel cold. Can I get a perception check on everybody?
This is sick. How is a 9, dude?
It's terrible.
I got an 11, so that's 20 together.
21.
16.
I got a 13.
20. Oh, hell.
Okay, so the 20s,
That's us, Dylan.
and you're welcome to share this with the group if you'd like, but you get the feeling like the feeling you get when you're about to learn something you're not sure you want to know. Silver, you came out of stasis fucked up, injured for some reason. You're not sure why. Macy was able to fix you right away, but for some reason you weren't sure why you had received damage in a state of complete kind of stasis. Dill?
Are we on the Orplay right now?
No, you're on the planet. You're in this.
Okay.
This
Are
is
we
you
in
get-
the
I just wanted to make sure.
Are we in the cave again? Just
What did-
making sure we're not in the cave.
Okay, so we are in the cave.
Yes, Dylan. Yes, we're in the cave. Fuck.
We never
I feel
left.
like you're not paying attention.
No, I just the way that you said that to Kyler.
Can I put in a suggestion?
Dig it.
When we get to the end of the storyline, maybe 30 seasons, whatever, can Rango be dreaming all this in the goddamn cave?
So has anybody studied Plato at all in any way?
Play-Doh?
Like the toy?
Plato, this philosopher.
Oh, okay.
He has
Did you ever make like a hamburger?
he has
out
a
of
thing
it?
called the allegory of the cave, which he describes humanity's ignorance by describing all of humanity as being this tribe of people who sits in the back of a cave and faces like this dark wall, right? And they never see.
I
yeah.
remember this.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah. And then, like, it's
That's
like
Rango.
the shadow.
That's Rango.
That's literally Rango.
It's all cave. There's a wide open hole behind
Wait,
him.
it's always been the cave. Always.
So
has been.
unlike the actual parable, Rango stays in the cave. Everybody leaves and
Yeah.
Rango stays, and he's like, "No, man, it's the cave always. It's always the cave.
It's always the cave.
All right, sorry. Let me have initiative out of you 5, and this will be what the initiative is for the remainder of this event.
Okay.
Nate, at this moment in time, you are the commander of the function.
Does that mean you just want me to keep a track of initiative?
Yeah, and currently, and no, but right out of the gates, you'll decide if you look at the TV. You'll decide where we're going.
Oh,
Said,
fantastic.
Nate, you are boring task guy. Do it.
No.
I got an 11.
Drinks on you, I would have done it anyways.
But before we get going,
You guys should share your information.
do you guys? I'm willing to give advantage. I'm going to start with Macy. Can you give me? Actually, I'm going to start with Dylan because I actually believe Macy's actually probably listened more of the podcast than you have, Dylan.
What?
Well,
Dylan, give me one Easter egg. You can. It can be a repeat. You could just give me
Okay.
one Easter egg. This is a no-brainer. You should be able to get one Easter egg.
all right. Like, do you want me to say it in character? Like, what do you?
No. This is all above board. We're above table right now. We're not
Okay.
immersed.
We're all just little critters.
Oh, that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. You have advantage until you're hit for the very first time. Dig it?
Yes.
Macy.
For the Easter egg,
Yep.
Mothman is probably just looking for something he lost.
I remember that one. That's a good one.
You have advantage until you are hit for the first time.
Yippee!
Kyler.
Can you go to CJ? I need a moment.
If I give you 1 through 12, can I
I can,
have
but you
Okay.
lose them as they go through, bud. I'm just saying he could say what. Yes, go ahead, CJ.
I want to go because you got more than I do.
You go then.
Bottom.
No.
Those are all different ones.
What?
Okay,
I
go
can't
ahead.
go next.
You go ahead.
Too many cheese sandwiches, and you know what?
And you know what? What's crap? You're good, Nate. You got advantage. Kyler.
50 pounds of ass whooping in a 10-pound bag.
There you go. There you go. You got.
I wanted to use that one in game so badly.
I can give you.
I know. You just
whatever
pick
one
one,
you
my guy.
want.
You're the king of them.
Let's see. I got a good one. This is a throwback one.
Okay.
Mr. Malou is watching.
He's always watching.
He's watching.
Always
He's on the
watch
back
it.
of. He's on the back of the currency here. I feel like.
The Malou dollar.
The Malou dollar. All right, everybody has advantage until they are hit for the first time, and then it kills, and then it dies. Sorry. Okay, Dill,
What's up?
you stand next to Nate, who's about to make a decision.
I was like,
He said no, like he doesn't mean to talk
I
to
don't mean
him.
to.
yeah, I was like,
Dylan, you're my go-to guy, buddy. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm glad to be there for you.
Okay, Nate.
Okay.
So, Nate, before we get going, I did
Yes.
want to say this is an old school dungeon crawl, buddy.
Okay.
Before we launch into the pretty freewheeling season 2, complete with like all new mechanics,
Okay.
like shifting mechanics, shifting game engine mechanics, live music, all kinds of crazy stuff. So before we get into that nonsense, I wanted to go back to the very
Season 2's
place we started when you and I and the kids started playing D&D, which was like, okay, this is a dungeon, let's crawl our way through it. It's a little bit like that, but a big throwback to that, okay?
Okay. Yep.
So just to refresh, you're standing in this, what is very obviously an artificial maze in the middle of the forest. At one end is a gigantic statue of a wizard in obsidian. You're drawn to it. You feel the pull from the statue as you stand in this kind of dappled entrance. You look down, you see the trail kind of lead off into the gloom of the forest, and then you see it kind of turn off to the left there. Where are you going here, bud?
I'd like to approach the corner where it turns to the bend. I want to stand at the junction. May I do that? No. Oh, and also, I'll run under the assumption. I'm going to try and do the most obvious thing. If you feel really strongly about something, yell at me.
Hug the right
But
wall.
otherwise, I'm just going to try and keep
Can everyone roll a D8, please?
Look what you did.
As you all fall into a gigantic pit.
Oh my god! Literally old school 7.
Ooh,
Take
that's
that
tough.
take those damages, game.
Nate, why would you do that?
I rolled a 6, but it was upside down, so I was like, damn, I got a 9.
Yeah,
That would have been tough.
she's so skilled.
That is
My rolls are so bad that the game is
Yeah.
I was about to say that
working
is,
against me.
that is where you would roll high, is in your damage rolls.
That's where I always have rolled high.
Macy, you need to go into video game testing because you're like the most ideal video game tester because you're like, found a bug, found another one, found another bug.
There's like a saying about something about, what could go wrong goes wrong or
Murphy's
something.
Law.
Yeah, Murphy's Law.
That's Macy's roll. Is
Yeah,
what
there
we'll
you
call
go.
it. Yeah,
Man,
Macy's
that's
Law.
my life.
Macy's roll. Yeah.
So you climb out of this punji stick-filled pit, and they're now clearly able to see that it was definitely a trap. And you're facing kind of an alcove in which sits a chest.
Somebody else open it.
Hold on. Can I investigate the chest
Yeah.
for any kind of mechanism?
Do you have locate traps or find traps or any?
No, but I have -1 investigation.
Oh, that should help a lot. Let's have one.
I also
you know what,
have
you guys, I'm gonna
-1.
let's let him cook. I want to see this.
Let me cook.
Can
I'm
I
going to stand back from him.
I got a 12.
So you got 11.
No, I got a 13.
Oh, okay. So you got a 12. Yeah, no, you don't see any apparent traps.
Okay.
Can Rango do the same thing?
Sure. Do you have detect traps?
No.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Oh, wow. Wait, I stepped away from him.
Can you roll a d4? You jam your finger trying to search this box.
Oh, I got a 3.
It's pretty terrible. No, I'm not going to hurt you. Never
Okay.
mind. I'm not going to hurt you. You didn't roll a d1.
Can I, real
Kyler,
quick,
anything? You got anything?
how much health does everybody, not...
Not a bad idea tonight to keep checking on it because Macy
I
is
want to know what
Macy's
everybody's
going to come into
maxes
play.
are.
My max is 52, and I'm currently at 45.
Nate
Okay.
and Macy are going to be critical tonight.
What are you at?
45.
Okay. What about you? You're low. You're like 40 something
Max
too.
is 46 and I'm at 40.
What are you at?
My max is 45 and I'm at 3.
Okay. I need.
But I
to-
did just find traps in my thing.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh shit, you did, girl?
Yeah.
Wait,
That
is
one
that a
is
spell or a cantrip?
That's
It's
so
a spell.
good. That's so good. Run them.
Run it up.
It's a spell I could learn. I don't
I'm
have
gonna
it
say
learned.
this just because I might forget it. I still have my Paladin Lay on Hands pool, which is 30 HP in
Yeah,
total. that
yeah,
I
he's
can
a healer.
distribute,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Do we
I'm gonna need that
want
later.
do we want to waste a spell
me
slot
that.
on a chest that we've already run into a trap?
I only got.
Have you run into
I
a
only
trap
got
with this
3.
chest?
I don't
Well,
know.
we hit a
The
pit
pit.
right before the chest. And
That doesn't mean the chest
would be
is trapped.
crazy design to do double traps because
It would be.
Assumedly, the pit would kill off the first person. You wouldn't need to trap the chest.
Boy, that is some dungeon making logic
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to just balls up and try this chest?
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Not me.
Rango opens the chest.
Okay, well, Rango gets a 20 HP health potion inside the chest.
Why would you let him do that? He doesn't need. Never mind.
He does.
Bro.
It can be shared. It can always be shared. Correct.
Oh, well.
You sneak. I'm going to do this because I believe in you guys enough. You sneak past the trap back to the area. Nate, where are you going?
Wait, if this is back in time, I no longer have a hitty thing again. Can I like rip off a plank from the chest and hit someone with it? Can I use it as a
He
weapon?
wants a melee.
Yeah.
No.
Damn it.
The chest is
No
unmeleeable.
melee again.
Wait,
You, don't have any, you have laser
should we?
weapons.
Yeah, but that's not how we do it.
Hey, I love that. I love that. Should we go back to the other chest?
I was just about
Yeah.
to say, let's make our
Wait.
way up. We're gonna go to the junction before the first chest.
And walk carefully
Wow.
and look.
I'm gonna investigate for.
Let's do a round of investigations. I figured
Yeah.
we could do that.
Stop.
What?
Macy, is it really a spell slot?
It is, and I only have. Since I'm weak, I only have 3,
Which means
so I can only do it 3 times.
Yeah.
do not use it.
Don't do
Don't
that.
use it. Okay, no, I was just checking with her to see what it was.
And I don't have it. It's a level 2 spell, but I don't have it for level 3 either.
Do you
So I can
have,
only use it 3
detect
times.
magic?
No. No.
Wait, I might have that one.
All right, we will
I
move
do,
to
I
high.
do.
You do?
I have detect magic.
Okay, cool.
Duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a
You
faint
do not
aura.
detect magic.
And it's concentration up to 10 minutes, so I'm going to stay concentrated as we keep walking.
Okay, that's 100 turns. So
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's basically for a long time. I'll let you know when.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk to the chest.
I'll stay behind him so that if he falls in, it's not.
Stand by. Let me open this visually.
Does someone want to open the chest now that we're
I already
there?
did that last time.
That means you got good luck.
I'm good. I don't want
Wait,
to test
they
it.
trapped the ground on the other one. You think
If
they trapped
nobody-
the chest
No, no,
on
no,
this
no,
one?
no, no, no.
It's a
So
trap,
okay, true.
Next
You
one.
didn't detect traps. You detect magic. Correct. Okay.
I did roll a 7 on my investigation.
I will allow a high enough investigation check to define traps. It's going to have to be very high though, because it is typically you'd hide your traps, right?
I got a 0.
That
Wow.
you got a. Did you get a 1?
And
CJ,
then I subtracted a 1.
No, you got a 1, which
died?
is worse than a 0.
yeah, he
CJ, you find a trap somehow
Yeah.
that wasn't there even there. It explodes in your face for a D10. Oh no! Here's what I'm going to do.
You got a 0.
It explodes in your face for 20 damage, and inside the chest is an HP potion for 20 damage.
Cool. I'm gonna use it.
You just drink it right
Yep.
away. Okay, so nothing happened.
All right, let's get her moving.
Well,
I assume.
well done with the 0. We're going to go to the farthest point that we have not seen.
In the bush.
And again, yell at me if you don't want me doing this stuff.
Can't stand it when you do that.
I hate that.
No, I'm joking.
Keep good
Who
fun.
made this
Mace.
guy leader?
Feel free to be as assertive as you want to be, girl. And remember, you were a less assertive Leica back here, but you were much more like Healy. Weren't you like Healy Dan? Isn't that your favorite
Yeah.
band back here?
Probably.
Okay. Nate, here's where we are.
Oh, yeah.
I have learned absolutely jack shit from that.
Yeah.
Are they?
Wait.
Are the? What is between us? Is it hedges? Is it a hedge
trees.
maze?
Yeah,
Oh,
trees.
trees.
Can we climb the tree?
Well, I was gonna say, can I pick Rango up and be like, "What do you see over there?"
Yes, let's do that.
They're tall. These are like
yeah,
redwoods.
yeah, trees. I assumed they were tall. Yeah,
Can you throw him?
it's coming. It'll happen tonight at some point. I
Okay, here
will
we
throw
are.
you.
Nate.
Okay.
I vote to the right.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
a stupid vote. Okay. We're
I'll
left to right.
I'm
dispel
gonna
it.
go-
I'll dispel it right now.
Ooh.
There's
Don't go
something
right.
there, though.
Hang on, there could be a trap
I
there.
am going
I
to
think
send
it
you
is a
up there.
trap.
I'm going to send you up there just so you know when I'm not messing with you.
Can we investigate?
There's nothing up here.
No.
Can I roll survival? There might be something.
There's nothing up here.
No way I roll a 0 again, right?
What about nature?
Oh! I wasn't.
Are we going down? We're going down?
Hang on. We rolled another 0.
I didn't say I was
found
actually
a trap.
investigating anything. I found a trap. It was just a roll.
I can't punish him like that. That's too hard.
2 double zeros
All
in a
right,
roll.
Nate,
When has
down.
that ever happened?
Say the words.
Yes.
All right,
Please?
you
Yeah, we're
take
gonna
a
look
step down
down.
into this area, and you come face to face with a Minotaur swinging 2 axes. And he, before you can react, Nate, because you stepped in here like a dude. I
Wait.
need you to take an
Wait, he does have
dexterity
advantage,
saving
though,
throw,
right?
please. Yep,
Did you
with
say-
advantage.
Did you say Minotaur?
Minotaur?
Minotaur.
A
Minotaur?
He's small.
It's a Minotaur?
He said Minotaur.
He's a Minotaur.
He's a
This is the horse
What
people,
kind of
right?
save am I throwing?
Well, it is from Minos.
It's a mini pony instead of a full horse
Oh my god, that'd be so cute.
with a full-grown man on it,
Nate,
though.
dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw. My first throw is a 23.
Oh, fuck.
My
Hell
second
yeah.
Super
throw
good. No, you're good.
is
You're good. You're good. You're
13.
good.
Yeah.
You slide out of the way as an axe comes down right into the path. And then let's do that initiative, whatever that is. Let me roll mine.
I want to fight.
That's a 13. Nate, where do I land?
Do you want to go before or after me, who also has a 13?
Are you first?
No.
Who's first?
Sieges.
I want to go
Yeah.
before you because I made you cower before my blade.
Why would you? Why would you have
23.
offered that?
Yeah, I don't know why
You should have been like, you
'Cause
go
he
below
has
me.
to tell me-
I rolled initiative first. You go below me.
Because he respects the DM.
Something like
Who's first?
That's never gotten us anywhere.
CJ's first.
See, let's have it.
You know what time it is.
Yeah, I assume it's swatting
Macy,
time.
you're
I'm
Swatting.
getting big.
He's getting
Fuck, are you getting big for
I'm
me?
getting big.
Okay, here's
good
so
times.
so you get big.
Yeah.
Here, let me
want that.
before we get
Yeah.
into this, I want you to be able to get something for getting big.
The
'cause it was
Minotaur
so cool.
quivers.
No, but you're able to see over
Mini.
and towards the statue. You get a good vantage of the
Hell yeah.
statue across this whole maze. You can't see where you are, but the statue is black glass obsidian, and it seems to be a wizard, and he's holding a scroll or a data pad in one hand, and he's holding like kind of a staff in his other hand. Dig it?
Like Statue
Can
of
I
Liberty.
tell if like is the staff and the scroll also part of the statue, or do they look like separate like items?
The staff is, the data pad is separate.
Okay.
Fucking great question. Okay, that's beauty, and you deserve it for that was such a good call going big. Now, I'll need you to crush this son of a bitch.
Hold on, I haven't gotten big in a while.
Meanwhile, in editing, see, you don't even listen to your own game, so you don't know when you go big, you get a sound that goes.
Oh, it's like Mario. I do an extra 1d6. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna punch him a few times. Let's go.
Ah, you have like a gun that blows him apart or something.
Oh no,
Yeah, but
no.
that's not how we do
That does an 18 hit. Okay, hold on. You get my second one in. That's a nat 20. There's a 27 hit.
It sure will.
So that's 15, but then I add a D. Would I double the D6 also that I get extra because of that for getting big? Because it's a crit?
Yeah.
Okay. So then that's 2 D6s on top
You-
of.
Also, great audio work. I feel like you knew the answer to that, and you asked it because it's brilliant to just ask it.
Just making sure. So 25 total damage on the one attack, but then I had the other one, so I gotta hit him again. Which is. Is a 12. Do I add a D6 for each hit? No, only once. So 37 total damage.
God, you're like level 4.
With my hands! Tell me I
So I don't know how
rip them apart.
I don't know how a Minotaur.
He's a mini tour.
I don't know how they look surprised and startled and upset. But that's what's happening. Surprised, startled, upset.
It's the Willem Dafoe meme. That's
Who's next? Is it him or you?
Macy's up next.
Oh, Mason, get him.
Can you do a wisdom saving throw?
I can.
Oh, he's so messed up.
Yeah, that should be with disadvantage.
DM, you're
Then we
on
have
deck.
advantage.
That's a 9.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You die.
I've injured him physically. Now rip his mind apart.
You do 18.
Oh, Macy. What is that? What happened?
You just did
What
it.
is the damage?
I did Toll the Dead for that one.
Okay.
Oh,
So
that's where
it's-
there's like a.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And since you were missing hit points, instead of doing 1d8, I did instead of doing 2d8, I did 2d12. So you got
Nice.
an 18.
What is the damage that he takes?
Oh, necrotic.
Okay, so as you watch him, his skin just starts to like boil and pustulate, and like he turns kind of into a full-on like leprotic person, like someone with leprosy right in front of you, like a zombie, kind of in real time, and then he melts into nothing, into a pile of kind of like goo,
Hooray.
until there's just two axes laying where he stood.
Can I take him?
You can try.
Get both of them?
Yes.
That's
God, please try. God, please try.
I'll pick him up. I'm not afraid of you.
Can you roll
Never
a
say that.
Constitution saving throw?
Hit this.
He comes back.
Hold on.
Can I
I
see
don't.
Resurrect.
With advantage, with advantage, with advantage.
I
Don't,
forgot I had
everybody,
advantage
don't
that whole
forget your
time.
advantages.
That dude would have gotten
Oh
even
my
more messed
God.
up.
I still have
I said
detect
something,
magic.
but nobody was like,
Can
Why?
I, are there magic on these that's gonna hurt him?
No,
Okay, I'm just making sure.
no, I understand what you're asking. I
So it was
understand.
a con saving throw?
Yep.
I didn't want my boy to get hurt.
Well, he's gonna.
Super.
Why? There's no magic
It's all
on
right.
it.
It's all right. It's a 15.
That's not very good.
It's not very good. It's not bad. It's
I
all
need
right.
a D10 of damage as
word.
the like actual like blood and acid from the Minotaur being necrotic
I
in
was
front
gonna
of
say
you.
the street.
Gets you good.
But-
Burns your hands.
Did I wipe it off after? Like,
yeah,
shit.
yeah. But you got to take a D10 of damage.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I rolled another one. That's 3 nat ones tonight, but that one was a damage roll.
Holy
So
shit!
just
Go
said-
for the world
Time,
record.
that's when you want
When
one.
you said you wiped it off, did you mean of your hand
pulling
or
a
off of
mace?
the axe?
You cut it
because
off
now
like
you
you do a
took all
fart.
the necrotic. Does
I-
the axe still have it
no,
on
I
it?
meant the axe. Like, I already got burned. There's no point to be like, oh.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna be
wiped
like,
it.
ah,
You
shit.
wiped it off the
Yeah.
axe. Now he has an axe.
Yeah. That is what I implied.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
that
okay,
true,
but add
Neil?
it. Yeah, but just go ahead and add a great axe.
Hell yeah.
Just like old Kratos, he still isn't gonna get a weapon.
I know. That's right. Like, if we're going back in time, I got to play the same way.
What's hilarious
Old
to me is
Kratos-
he's standing there holding this great axe and his hands are like smoking, and he's like, I love it. I love this thing. I love this
Ringo's
bad
like-
boy.
Ringo's
This is my
like-
favorite. This is my favorite weapon I've ever had.
That's my
Kratos,
favorite.
are you okay?
You know, when you roll another
hands are
one,
smoking.
it's gonna disintegrate. Right?
It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Something different.
Towards the statue we go.
You gaze up at the statue as you move towards it, and you are literally drawn to it. Can I have Constitution saving throws out of everybody, please?
oh yeah.
Can I have Shiva roll a D4, please?
Got a 23.
Whatever you got minus Shiva's roll, please.
Oh yeah, no, that's a fail
Roll low,
then.
roll low, roll low.
Where's oh. I got a 2.
I got a 14.
So minus 2
so
to what all these rolls are.
That leaves
9.
me at a 3.
Nice.
21.
You got 11.
Birthday one.
Somebody got a 20 something?
21.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're drawn to it in a way, Nate, that you're like, guys, we gotta get closer to the statue. We gotta touch it. And as you gaze up at the statue, as you move towards it, which depicts a wizard, but this wizard is not like a being. It's not a being like any you have encountered. It's immense. This thing rises maybe 60 feet, 40 feet off the ground, and it's formed from the smoothest obsidian glass. It depicts a being with a different face on opposite sides of its head. So 2 faces 180 degrees apart from each other. It's difficult to see which direction the head is turned, if it is at all. And below is an engraving with the word Janus. And as you huge? What's that? Huge?
Janus?
Talking about the statue, it's kind of big.
It's huge. It is huge. As you reach out and touch it, you hear a voice. And the voice says, climb.
Okay.
All right.
I climb.
I start climbing.
I wait for
You all
them
fail.
to climb.
What?
Why did it tell me
we don't even need to try any blah 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 blah. Every time you try to get a grip or purchase on the statue, you slide right down.
Why would it tell me to do that?
Kyler,
Anyway.
I'm gonna investigate the statue for a way up.
Spot.
There's
one.
nothing on the statue that shows you a way up.
Could I try and examine his staff
Hold up.
Yes.
and the glowy party thingy?
Yes.
Investigation. 17.
There is a small engraving on the staff that he's holding as you examine it, and it depicts a group of people standing on each other reaching for a glowing object.
That would make sense. I get big and
Kratos.
lift the next tallest
Throw
person.
me.
Well,
can I
well
follow?
hang on. If this is an actual strategy, then I want to hear it properly done.
Hear me
You're
out.
going to get big.
Yep.
You're going to hold someone while you do that, so they're already on you.
The next strongest person would make sense, yeah.
Would everybody else need to then climb?
Well, I can lift. I just did the math. If he were to double my carrying capacity,
Yeah.
and then I get, well, actually, I didn't even do it. If I were to get big, that would even get more.
You'd
But
double it, yeah.
I'd be 1,000 plus, just the size that I am
It's
already.
not about weight. We know you can handle it. It's
Right.
about how does everybody else get where they need to go.
Well, then if you stay, I'll double mine, and then I'll be the next guy on you.
But you're not double your
But-
size. That's
No,
weight.
but-
I'll double my carrying capacity.
I mean, I can't just like.
It's not about. I want to say it one more time. It's not
Yeah.
about weight.
I can't
it's
just
about-
like hold him. I mean,
It's about how does Dylan, who's standing now looking at you both now on top of each other, how does he get where he goes?
I can't lift him. If he can lift a
You
ton,
could
and I can
you
lift a
could
ton,
get him some, but eventually somebody's going to have to climb. Correct?
I am rather dexterous. I could.
well then, yeah.
Who is Macy more dexterous than you?
Ooh.
What's your plus?
Yeah, let's work this out. This is the puzzle. You got
Does
it. Doc.
somebody have a spell where they can fly or something?
I have a +4 to dexterity.
Oh fuck! Even
So do
better.
I.
Does that happen?
Okay. I cannot fly.
Damn. Damn.
I can maneuver in the air.
That's cool. You're very
mean by
acrobatic.
that?
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
We all can, sort of. If we're
Well, I think Kratos
I could have
throw me.
unlimited throws of Dylan until
That's
he goes
what I'm
down.
saying. I think he should throw me, and I should.
what happens
land
when he
for the-
doesn't do it?
We throw him again.
And then when he.
We throw him
what
again.
happens when
He catches
what
me
happens in the meantime
gracefully.
we.
What do you mean?
when
Instead
he's
of
not
can't-
successful?
We throw him again.
Okay. Well, let's try this.
We've got
I'm excited
Please.
about this. Let's try this.
We got multiple
Okay, let's-
health
let's
try it.
potions.
Listen,
we can keep
here's
bringing
what's
them back.
gonna
Mason,
But-
you and I
You
have
gotta
to figure
catch
it out.
him.
You're
But,
just waiting
but
for
what
that.
is the,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, guys? Like at the end of the day, you do the math and you realize it's going to take all five of you on top of each other, even with you big, and someone's going to still have to jump. So it's going to take all five of you on top of each other, and someone's still going to have to leap. So I'm cool with however you want to do it, but that's going to have to happen.
Can I hand somebody the axe to like reach even farther so they don't have to jump?
It just gets heavy at that point, right? Like it'd be better for them to just jump and grab it than
There you
to
go.
kind of try to wield it. I mean, by the time it's all said and done, math indicates that this might be only like a 4-foot jump,
Yeah.
but then they got to stick the landing
Oh, I
back
can do
again,
that.
back into someone's shoulders or
I
hand
can
or
do
whatever.
that,
You know what I
right.
mean? So there's several checks here that are going to have to be passed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get big. Mm-hmm. Who do you put on top of your, I assume, shoulders?
Yeah, Nathan would be the next one.
Okay.
Do
now,
you want to
how
sort
does
this on dexterity or strength? Probably dex.
Well,
right?
strength
doesn't
on the
matter.
bottom,
I'm gonna be the
dexterity on top.
bottom.
Well, no, but for the rest of us,
The,
am I the next one?
the
on top
person
of
who
you
has to
for
jump,
dexterous?
the person who has to jump has to be up top.
I'll just say this, Nate. You are function. You can hold many times more than the next function on top of you.
No, but you
We'll
want
use
to
the
be
power
nimble
of
to be able to
friendship.
climb
Yeah,
up everybody to get up
exactly,
to the top.
exactly. That is the biggest thing is nimbality.
What's your dexterity modifier?
Yeah.
Nimbleness?
Dylan?
+5.
+5. All right, then you should be the one on top.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, what's Macy?
I'm
She-
+4.
Okay.
Yeah, her and I
So
are
she
+4.
should. So you guys should be towards the top.
Yes.
So who's the strongest out of you and Macy?
No, strength
No.
doesn't matter.
Nope.
Oh.
Strength is irrelevant.
Oh.
You guys are way strong
Okay,
enough to
I
hold
get
each
on
other.
siege. In a cool
So you
way.
stack it out. So who's at the top? All that matters
at
to me.
top.
Okay. I need you to make
In
a
cool way.
dexterity. No,
Thank you.
Dill,
Yo,
you're at the top.
yes.
Acrobatics. Is that dexterity driven?
Yes.
Nate may give you advantage if he'd like to at this point.
Yes, he is in.
With advantage.
Yes,
With
correct.
advantage.
Because Nate gave it to you.
15.
Yes.
Okay.
You reach up and grab it.
Yep.
Now you're focused on landing back exactly where you were.
Yep.
Another
Acrobatics.
dexterity check without advantage.
Okay. 19.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You spike it. You
Rango's
land exactly.
agile.
Okay, who is he on top of?
One of you two. What's the check that's going to have to be
Because
made?
Dylan did his part. He did. It'll be.
I did a bit. I did it.
I volunteer as tribute.
I'm gonna allow the person to choose their either strength or acrobatics.
So whichever one of you has the highest in those two.
Yeah, Mace and I both have acrobatics at a +4.
Roll.
Rolling.
You're next. Macy, you're
Catch
below.
me.
You're holding Kyler.
19.
Okay. You steady Dylan's weight. Macy, you're now holding both of them.
13.
And you steady them for a moment, and then you feel it. You can tell immediately you've lost the balance, and somebody's toppling backwards. Constitution saving throws out of all three of you. Nate, you're not up high enough. Nate, you just jumped down kind of off of CJ's.
Can I
20
attempt to
foot.
try and catch any of them?
24.
Yes, maybe.
16.
Let's see which one is going to really need
10.
it. Kyler is plummeting. He has not.
That's it, you're dead.
Sorry,
dead.
everybody dies. Everybody dies. And CJ, as you see them, Macy looks completely in control. Dylan looks completely in control. Silver seems to have been focused on them too much and now seems to be losing attitude, and he seems to be kind of spinning on the yaw perspective. He's spinning as he comes down. Can you grab him? Let me have a...
Say strength.
Yeah, we'll do strength,
Cool.
but please roll a 1.
Don't worry, I've been pretty good at that. I rolled a 1.
Did you fucking
I get advantage, though, on my strength checks because I'm big.
Yeah, but it's a
No, it's a 1 though.
no. I think
I have
Oh,
advantage, though,
okay,
yeah.
okay, let me have it.
another one would go crazy.
It would have gone crazy. I got a 19.
You snatch Silver's collar right before he smashes into the ground. But he does hit the ground. You guys all kind of topple, but no one's injured. Later, safe aboard the Orplay, Riot Girl runs the pad through a translation system, and Silver is standing next to the monitor as it is translated. Happy to be not dead. He reads it aloud.
In the beginning, the Creator made the cosmos and the multiverse. And then they made Odin the All-Father, their companion being. The two spent countless ages together, becoming as close as two beings could become, and they bound themselves to one another across all space-time. The Creator was content to simply exist throughout eternity with only Odin. They wished to simply be. But their companion Odin only wished to do, to act, not to simply be. So while the stars were still forming, and the universes were first drawing breath, and when the All-Father and the Creator were alone in the multiverse, the Creator made it so that a great, sacred tree took root in the cosmos. The Creator named it Yggdrasil, and gave it their deepest attention. Eons later, or moments, however you want to think about it, curious about how Yggdrasil drew power, the All-Father lashed himself to the great silver tree, and he took the wisdom from Yggdrasil into himself. Then he knew. He understood Yggdrasil's true nature. He knew that what the Creator had made was a terrible machine, a machine of renewal and rebirth through destruction. Awakened and aware, the All-Father made a torturous deal with the Creator. A deal that requires sacrifice and precision, and worthiness and infinite repetition.
And as Riot Girl kind of closes the laptop and looks at you all with like, what the fuck are you guys doing down there? Rango, you feel like you get it. You feel like you understand. and you sense something's coming. What do you sense?
Guys, I think something terrible and like truly god awful is coming.